These dark times had us praying for some brighter days. Wishing well, but I'm really hoping for a change. Yeah.
And this is Changemakers. I am Ashley Holt here with Eric Alvarez. We're talking to people, thought leaders, bold, brilliant individuals who want to change the world one bold action at a time.
And that is why we are joined by La Belle, singer, songwriter, DJ, all around change maker. Just a little background. Ashley, I was telling you this story a little bit earlier, but I met La Belle in a previous story that I did about Black History Month, and I fell in love with a song called Floyd's Song.
But see, my people are not monolithic. We do more than minor in the majors. Looking for a game changer like Jesus up in the manger. But
I wrote Floyd's Song in the midst of all the things that were happening after his murder. And I hadn't written a song in quite some time, and it was hard to adequately express my feelings because everybody was going through the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
And so the only way I could think about doing that was writing. And so I wrote every emotion that I guess I had at the time, right, about Floyd's Song and all the other people, Tatiana, Botham Jean, all those people that had passed away due to kind of similar circumstances.
Say your name, Breonna Taylor. Woke up in the middle of the night to defend her home and her life. But Tatiana Jefferson was watching a nephew in her home, and now she's gone.
And it just kind of, like, I emotionally vomited on paper, and Floyd's Song came out.
As a human first before a musician, I feel like everyone's life changed when they saw George Floyd's body laying on the ground, right? Obviously, it changed you too, because you needed to get those emotions out. You did it through song. How did that change you? How do you look at the world differently now?
I think right now the world we are seeing it through a very fine lens, and it's not being painted in the best light. For Black people in this country, it kind of hasn't changed a whole lot. Yeah. But for me, there's a lot of compassion that's being lost in the world, and that's a very unfortunate thing, because I think without that, you lose a lot of humanity.
So what do you think it is about music that perhaps can send an important message in a more powerful way, or maybe not even more powerful, but a different sort of way that might reach a wider audience, get more people to listen to the message?
That's a good question. I've had a lot of people over probably the last year, who have listened to my music and have said, I really appreciate it because it's something to listen to. Like, it's saying something, right? And they keep saying, that's what we need right now. That's what we need right now. We need things being said, and so I think it's really important for people to really talk about what's going on, and not just with the world, but with yourself. You know what I'm saying? How you're actually feeling within yourself. Not just about money, cars, clothes, girls, the Benjamins, the Bentleys, whatever they talk about these days. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I'm not a millionaire. But at the same time, I just feel like it's very important for people to share what's really happening in life and in the world. And I think that's how it gets across to more people, because it's relatable.
What kind of change do you want to be? This is Changemakers. So if you had to go out, if you got to write your own eulogy right now, what do you hope you will have changed when everything is said and done?
I hope to change people's hearts at the end of the day. And by that, I mean allowing myself to be vulnerable enough, which is something I still work on and struggle with, right? To allow people to see that it's okay, that you can do that, and to be able to give them that so they can open up their hearts and experience the same life that I've experienced. And if I do that, then they get to do that too.